Kelly, go.
Hey,
Hello.
That one's way better than the other one.
you like that one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wanted some time to get something even crazier to put in there. I just didn't have enough time. I've been too busy building these little boxes.
Oh, look what you have. It might be this thing right here.
Yeah, I just started opening it, a few minutes ago.
Mm.
Finally got here. Ordered
never
it.
gets old.
I ordered it January 16th.
Before we started the show.
Yep. Well, I wanted to get to know your game and stuff before we started the show. So
Sure.
It's finally there.
He probably got it on Amazon 2 days ago, and it was free Prime shipping. And he's like,
No.
you know what, enough. I bullshitted him enough. Like, I need to get a copy of it now.
But this was the culprit because I ordered it pre-order with this.
Did you get this?
No, I didn't get that. Whatever that is.
The playmat?
Playmat.
No, I only waited 8 months for it. No, I didn't get a playmat.
I waited 35 seconds in line to get this.
Yeah. But you paid how much money to fly to Gencon to get it?
I drove.
Oh, well, gas.
Sure.
Made me feel better.
Did you get the promo card?
No, I didn't get the promo card. Did you play it yet, Furnace?
Yeah, still in shrink though. I shrunk it. I have a shrink machine.
You were at Gen Con. You could have played it somebody else's copy.
After I play my games, I shrink them back up.
All right, we're gonna mute Mike here. Katia, have you played Furnace yet?
I have not.
Do you have it yet?
Nope.
Oh, it could have been one that we all did a review about.
Well, maybe you should have, sent a memo.
I didn't know I was gonna get it. I forgot about the game.
In Chris's defense, though, did we really have time to check our emails?
No.
Right.
No. Or play a game, as a matter of fact.
That's true. You guys don't talk to me during the middle of the week.
No. There's no time, man.
I like the anime little Batman dudes.
You got to paint them.
That would be cool.
Did I show you mine? My painted ones?
No. Why does Commissioner Gordon come with what's her name? I can't remember her name now. What's her name?
Montoya.
Thank you.
Did you get the expansion too?
No.
I got to send you the expansion then.
Got to know if I like the game first.
You're gonna want the expansion. The masterminds and the expansion are way better.
Nice.
Oh, those look nice. Who did that for you?
Yeah. Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, those look good.
Thank you. I think they came out good.
Do you have them painted just like the anime, the animated series? Anime.
Like the anime? No. Like the animated series? Yes.
I corrected it. Animated series.
He's really cool.
I like the way his cape came out.
Oh, yeah. Put a wash on it or something?
Just a highlight and then a dark wash.
Nice.
I got to do something to the base, though. The base is too cheesy.
I don't think these box buildings are all going to fit in here.
Really?
Oh, I guess if I put the pieces inside them.
That's the point.
Also, the boxes nest. Did you know that?
The what?
The boxes, they nest. Look. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no, I didn't notice that.
And then you put the minis inside it.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Also, I'm going to do a little plug for HeroClix. But you can get a lot of the minis, the masterminds, as HeroClix figures that are pre-painted. So when the masterminds come out, you can put them around the battlefield as well.
I'm going to have to do a review. Tear your game apart.
Sure, please do. That would be fantastic.
I'm pretty sure he didn't tear yours apart.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very true. I don't expect Chris to reciprocate. I honestly believe in Troubles. He can shit on Batman. I'm okay with that.
No. I wouldn't do it just to be mean.
Yeah, I like how you giggle after that. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's almost believable.
Almost.
Matty P, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, we got
Oh, I don't
comments.
have
I'm
the
not paying
comments
attention at
showing.
all. I'm just playing with this.
It's okay. You can keep
Hey,
playing.
Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, when you open up a new game, you just want to look at all the fun little bits and stuff, right?
That's why I don't open up games. That way I don't waste time looking at the bits.
That's the fun part. That's what motivates you to play.
But I just opened my copy of Vivid because I wanted to look at it.
Yeah, Vivid's pretty.
You got Vivid? How'd you get Vivid?
Because I'm special.
Ooh.
Because I was helping Floodgate at Gencon.
Did you get like a prototype or an Airfly, I think? Because they don't have them available yet, right?
No, I think it's just a final copy. Yeah.
Early copy. Yep. We had a bunch flew in. We had a Vivid launch party on Thursday at Gen Con for 80 people, sold out. We gave away 1 copy to each winner at each table. So we had 20 tables and we gave away 20 copies. And then drew 3 names from the participants, gave them each a copy. But some of the booth helpers, which I got to say, of all the years that I've been there this year, they have been absolutely amazing. The team that we had there was just stellar.
It was fun.
We had a couple extra of the deluxe copies available, so we gave a few of them to the helpers.
Hold on,
I think mine is the regular one though.
Hold those
I
up
don't know
again.
what the deluxe one has. Whoa,
Okay.
that's like
It's got the first player marker paper airplane, and your bag should be stitched instead of white printed. It should have color on it.
yeah, I don't have that.
You just have the regular.
I have the regular. That's
What's
okay.
best of show? Vivid?
And then the brain board.
Oh, those are so cool.
Yeah.
And
How big are the little pieces?
they're that big.
Hold on.
Here on me.
Yeah, we played this on an episode. I don't know which episode, but if you want to see it played. Oh, okay. That's a good size. I was worried they were like real small whenever we were playing it on virtual.
And then I have the little bag.
Oh,
The
nice.
deluxe copy has a first player marker that's a little paper airplane, 3D paper
Yeah,
airplane.
you're gonna have to send me that. That's I was sure that was gonna be in there, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't have the deluxe.
I don't know.
Comes with the playmat, which I think I've shown online.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Does the deluxe come with the playmat? I thought that was extra.
Nope, deluxe comes with the playmat.
Oh, cool. I got deluxe, so happy to hear that.
So you're getting the playmat, you're getting the first player marker, and you're getting this bag. Katia, do you have the bag?
She
Yeah,
showed
it's
the
printed
bag.
in
Yeah.
white.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
That's the
Oh, wait,
deluxe.
his is colorful.
Yeah, that's the deluxe bag.
Hers is not colorful.
no, mine's white.
Oh, my better.
That's okay.
Yep.
You can put me back in regular size now. This is really, really big.
I think Matt's pointing out one thing that which is kind of important. The playmat fits in the box. It's got a spot in the box for the playmat, so you don't have to worry about like storing them in your closet or underneath your bed or whatever. They actually fit in the box.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. He said best of show. That
Yeah.
gave an award or something.
Gamer Trend came by and gave us the best in show for Holy.
Oh, Holy, nice.
Yeah.
I was just saying before the show, Holy doesn't get enough conversation.
For those who are not familiar with the game,
Yes.
So Holy came out during the pandemic, right? 2020. So we did a bunch of online stuff, and when you play it online, it doesn't get that 3D nature. It's the boards are just 3 flat. So getting it to the table now for people to see, it was eye-catching. The colors popped. It helped that we had someone like Katia just selling the game left and right. It's easy to preach a game to people that don't know it when you enjoy the game, and the whole team really enjoys the game. So it was easy to show off the highlights and go through gameplay, and we'll get into it a little bit more. But Gen Con was a little bit slower because of the limited attendance, and we were actually able to play games with people and talk to people and ask them how they're doing. So it was nice to interact with fans again about this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Holy's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Look up everything that Julio Nazario is doing. He did Control for Pandasaurus. He did that for us. Everything that we saw from him at the Gathering is just out of the box stellar. He is such an imaginative human being. He thinks outside the box with everything he does. It's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And now if anybody wants to learn how to play it, I can probably explain it in 5 minutes.
Wonder if it I mean, technically Holy is part of a religious holiday.
Yeah, it is a holiday. Yeah.
The game itself isn't really steeped in any of that, though. It's just about
no, it doesn't talk about. It doesn't really explore the reasoning behind the holiday or like what it's about per se. But it's more about the experience. If you go to one of those celebration where the color gets thrown around, that's more what the game's about than.
We have a huge one, Holy Festival here in Houston because we have a large Indian population. It was great. We only got to go once before, basically, all this stuff happened. So, oh no, we've gone twice. That's right. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun. It was the interesting thing about it, and I know this is kind of part of it, but the interesting thing about it is like once everybody's covered in all these different colors, you just all kind of blend in together, and you kind of become just part of the crowd. It's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Plus, it's fun to throw colors at your friends and families.
Well, yeah.
Or strangers and little kids, I'm sure.
No, the little kids run around with water guns, make it worse.
That's cool.
But yeah, in fact, Aaron and I did have a Holy game designed for a year or so, but we never could get it done. So I'm glad someone got one done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty game.
Very cool. So you guys demoed pretty much all day. I hear at Floodgate.
Yeah.
What you do when you were off of demoing?
Well, Katia was demoing the majority of the time. I was talking to people at the purchase booth, taking people's money, and then every now and then I would hop onto a table and
the important work.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And he was the Ricola pusher.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
I just found my badge, and it's like the badge is filled with wrappers.
So. The first time I volunteered for Floodgate was 2015, and I got an email. I backed something. I forgot what it was. It might have been Legacy, or Epic actually. And Ben sent out an email that said, "Hey, we're looking for people for Gencon. If you want to volunteer in the booth, whatever." And I had never been, and I knew Gencon was like a monster, right? 70,000 people, like just bonkers. So I volunteered, and the staff there, Dan, Nate, Evan, Emily, Ben, the whole OG crew of Floodgate were so welcoming and so inviting that it just made you like, it was like your home base, right? No matter what happened outside and how chaotic it was to like even get to the bathroom, you had this place, like the secure place to live. And I remember one of it was the first day, and one of the first demos I was doing, I'm at the table, and all of a sudden under my arm comes somebody else's hand, and he puts this little Ricola cough drop on the table in front of me. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? And he was just like, trust me. So sure enough, the whole weekend, every hour or so, like one of these magical cubes would show up in front of me, and my throat, like you didn't really lose, like you can't tell right now, like my voice is kind of shot, but it saved us like in that booth for talking for 8 hours over and over again. And this booth, since then, we've like, that's been even when I stepped aside for another company in 2019, it was one of the things that I adopted to the show or to the booth was having this giant bag of Ricola and giving them out to people as they were talking. And this year, especially, we haven't talked for that long in a while. And everyone there was like, thank you so much. And I was like, it's Ben. Ben was the one that started it. I will continue it as a tradition. I think it's super important. Especially if you talk to some people on a Sunday, you realize their voice is just raspy and shot and just hurt. And then you come to the Floodgate booth and everyone's like, it's still Thursday. Our voice is still
Today,
so
it hit me today, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Same with me.
Yeah, Peter and I had Breaking Games booth always. They, in some cases, their booths were so big. I don't know how big Floodgate was, but they would build boxes to create little room that you could actually go into.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little back room and had snacks and drinks and like a place to take your mask off so you weren't, constantly
sit down,
take a break.
You need it.
Yeah. It was. I think we have a 20 by 30, and then 20 by 20 was really a little bit of an L, but most of it 20 by 20 was a demo area. We had 6 tables. There's some pictures up online if you go looking.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm not one to speak a lot, even in a normal day. Usually just this show's pretty much all I ever talk. So whenever, and then Aaron speaks about 25% of what I do. So when we went and demoed Troubles, when it came out and stuff, we couldn't talk like the last day. It was just like, never thought about the Ricola thing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. If I had the bag, I'd show you. I mean,
it was and there were several bags.
Yeah, because I never want to run out. So I get 3. I had this year. I usually get 2 giant bags of the regular. And then this year I got 3 giant bags of the regular and 1 of the sugar-free. We almost had an incident with Jason. Someone else, Ryan, if Ryan's watching, he says he listens the next day. So Ryan, this is about you. Ryan grabbed the wrong bag. He grabbed the sugar-free bag and he handed them out. And then Jason grabbed it and he realized right away that it was a different shape because the regular ones are like a cube, like a rectangle. And the sugar-free ones are more like, I don't know, an oval lozenge. If he had taken it, he's allergic to like fake sugar and we would have had an incident.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What is Fisherman's Friend?
Oh, Fisherman's Friend. Isn't that the like those red and white? It's like striped red and white. It's a type of candy, I think, or like a lozenge or something.
Must be a Canadian thing.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Fisherman's Friend. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it looks like. Let me show. That?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awful tasting, Matt. Why would you do that to us?
You shouldn't have warned us. We would have tried it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a fisherman's friend. It should be fisherman's fiend.
Yeah.
They have a. I mean, to be fair, my dad was a fisherman, and half the stuff he ate was gross too. So it fits. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
to answer your question from earlier, when you said what do we do between the time that we demo, I mean, we would go on short breaks, try and find a place for lunch that was, that didn't have a huge lineup. And then you would sit for maybe 10, 15 minutes, wolf down your food and head back. Or you would go to a couple booths to see if there's any games that, that are there that you were hoping for. But yeah, I mean, like I was never really gone more than 15, 20 minutes at a time. So I don't think I got to see everything. Actually, I know I didn't get to see everything because there are booths that I never saw, but I know were there. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was just fun for me to like walking around and meeting certain people from the industry that I've done work for and didn't get to meet online yet. So that was really cool.
You should have taken at least like an hour on a Saturday or something and
Yeah.
walked around.
Everyone's lunch was an hour. Some people chose not to do the whole hour.
I didn't
some
realize
slave
it was
driving.
an
Okay.
hour. I just feel bad leaving. I don't know, because it's busy, and I don't know.
Tell you that this year it was definitely different with the cap, and it felt more like a busy Origins where you can actually like talk to people about games, what they've seen. Like I said earlier, like actually play a game rather than just here's the 2 minutes pitch, move. Here's the 2 minute pitch, move.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to be able to have that time, that extra time.
Yeah, because towards the end of the day, when it would start to quiet down a little bit, there's a few people that came and asked if they could try and play a game of Holy, like a full game. So, we gave them the teach, and then they got to try it and play a full game. And I mean, that alone, for people to be able to see a full game in action, that'll draw the people. And then you can kind of give them like the side, speech of how it works while they're watching it getting played. So, it's a different tactic as well. But it's fun to be able to provide that for people when it gets a little bit quieter. And then we had a few people do that with Sagrada as well. So, and I mean, you can join in too. And it was fun. It was fun.
You mentioned food. Is the noodle place still open?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I think Ryan went there.
I go there at least once.
You went to a noodle place, so I assume that's, unless there's multiple noodle places, I think it's still open.
There's like the noodle place, which is basically like next door. You just walk outside and it's right to the right.
There were some staples that were different this year, though. Like the Ram is no longer the Ram. What else was there?
Yeah, food trucks. All the food
Yeah.
trucks.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And there was a Colts game. So for Chris, who doesn't follow any sports at all,
Golf?
He loves when we talk about it.
Yep, the Indianapolis Colts are right. Like True Dungeon is played where the Colts play. Like it's in Lucas Oil Stadium. And Sunday they had a 1:00 game, so it was busier. Not only a little bit in the crowd in the convention center because people were coming in to see what everything was about. The road right outside Capitol Avenue, I think it is. There were more food trucks. Like there were definitely more people outside, more things going on because the Colts game was there, which usually doesn't happen because Gencon is in August. This just happens to be now when football is going. So it was weird to see that happening at the same time. Oh,
I don't think I've ever had Mexican food outside of Texas. I'd probably just be disappointed.
Yeah, looking at that for next year, Matt.
I can get it anytime I want, so it's not like a treat for me. It's kind of like barbecue. Like when I go to BGG Con, everybody's like, "Let's go to barbecue." I'm like, "All right." It's like barbecue all the time. All right. That's cool. What about like? Did you buy any new games? Like you were like, "Oh, I have to get this game."
No, I didn't buy anything new.
It's all in plastic behind you. It looks the same.
I just got in 4 hours ago.
All right, it's showing the screen because there's
Kabuto.
Oh, this is meta, right?
I've seen images of this, but I don't know what it is.
Kabuto Sumo. So somebody from Reina from 1 Minute Board Game. Why do you keep putting me on the big screen?
You're showing something. You're showing something.
It's
yeah,
not
this is Reina from 1 Minute Board Games who did a video, and the intro was showing like the coin pushing machines from the casino, or like when you go on a cruise. And this is kind of what the premise is a little bit. So if you see here, so you have like this thing here has like bugs and stuff on it, and you're pushing and things are falling off, and then you get to reuse them or something like that. That's how I was told the game works. I mean, I was sold when I saw the video, so I just went and picked it up.
Oh, okay.
And then
that's why it's called sumo, because they're trying to push the other little bugs out or something
Makes
like that.
sense.
Yep.
And then I got so this came in a trade, and I got Tumbletown by Weird Giraffe Games.
I hadn't seen that one.
I had almost backed it. So I'm pretty sure I pledged $1, and then I forgot to go back. And I'm gonna try and line this up so you can see. kind of see like you're trying to stack stuff to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're stacking dice.
Yeah. And what else did I get? Yeah,
Wait,
so I
can you hold the back of that box up again? I have a trivia question for those watching. I think you both might know this, but for those watching, do you know what the weird giraffe is actually called?
Oh, the logo.
Don't even look it up.
I forget now. Somebody told me recently.
Mm-hmm.
Is it you? I can't remember.
Bobby mentioned. I knew what it was, but Bobby mentioned it.
Okay. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
I'm going to give them a second to see without using Google Crowd.
I know. I was thinking of this, Peter, because I know you knew someone who had something like that.
So
there it is, Donnie. Well done.
Pie.
Okapi.
An
Yeah, that's what it is. It's got like
we have one of those in the zoo.
Yep. It's like a half giraffe, half zebra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those things. They're cool looking.
And then the other game I got was this that I was really, really excited about, Cascadia.
Got that. I haven't played it yet, but
And then I
have it.
There's like a promo on the back, but yeah.
You have it?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Oh, good. So all three of us have that game.
Oh. Well, that's fun.
One we can review together.
There you go.
But yeah, that's what it looks. I'm terrible at lining this up because it's backwards.
Right.
You have to. There you go. That's what it looks like. And then the other one was also in a trade, but I'll show you what I brought back. This is the new Horrified.
Oh, nice. That's not out yet, is it?
It is now. It was there.
I mean, it's not on shelves like for us normies who didn't get to go to Gen Con.
Yeah, correct. Oh man, and there are stickers. I can't even open it to show you. I'm gonna need to remove that somehow. But the back of the box.
Just grab a knife and open it up.
No, there's like 4 of them, and I don't have a knife, and that's just gonna take too long.
What?
You see
that?
that?
Have a knife.
But like, there's like stickers on all 4 corners, which you know what I can appreciate because that means it's not shrink.
There you go. Just use that
plastic shrinker. Here, I'll grab it and then pass it over.
It works in what is it, Twitch or something? Not Twitch. What's the one where they do the thing where you hand the box and the other person?
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
I've seen it on Instagram.
But, they do that with board games where I've seen it where several content creators will be sitting. And then they have somebody throw a game at them. They get it, they throw it, and then a different content creator has the same game, and it just goes around. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Tantrum House.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tantrum has what?
Tantrum House. They do that. They sit
do?
on the couch and they pass the box out of the screen and they pull it in the screen.
Yeah.
The weird thing about that is they all live by each other, so they literally could do that in real life.
Right. True. Can you shrink me back now, please?
I guess.
Thank you.
You got any show and tell, Mike?
It's all right here.
No one can
we can't
see it, and
from
you're
there.
not telling.
You want me to read off 30 games? It's really not fun for anybody.
Just grab the bottom one so that all the others can fall as you yank it out.
So we saw Furnace, and then obviously you got Vivid there, and you have the same Horrified. But what else do you bring? What else?
Yeah, okay. So I'll run them down, I guess. I got.
Hold on. Peter's got a question. Do you mind when a con sells games that backers have not got yet?
Well, Mike would know because he backed a game that was there, and he doesn't have his copy.
2.
Which games?
Lizard Wizard.
Lizard Wizard and a beer something from Grand Gamers.
Belgian beer race or something like that.
Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't. Because I know how fucked shipping is, and I know like something like Gencon is like a make or break for some of these companies. So if they airship them in and there's a delay in getting to the warehouse to get to backers, but we airshipped Vivid in, and it would very easily, the ship could have been on the water a month ago and been delayed and not gotten to us for backers, but we had them specifically air freighted for Gen Con, which there isn't an ocean delay. So I think younger me probably would have been like, this is bullshit. But like now I get it.
Older, wiser Mike.
Yeah. The older, wiser Mike.
That FOMO gets stung a little bit, but yeah, I mean, if you reason it out,
Sure.
you want the company to do well, right? So,
Yep. The other thing too that I got is I got a bunch of pins. I'm like a pin collector, and when I have the lanyard, it's all blinged out. So I was sporting the Sagrada one. It's all sparkly.
Nice.
I had the Bosque one that is very. Oh my God! Would you stop that?
You're showing stuff.
I know. And then I had the Gencon. This one,
that's cool.
Yeah. Then the Stuff of Legend, the teddy bear.
That's cool.
Max.
Are they going to have that for the Kickstarter? The pin?
I don't know.
You'll have to check tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning.
9. What time zone?
Eastern, real time, our time, not your time, not your time.
Real
time.
And
then I stopped at Cephalofair and got a bunch of their Gloomhaven character ones. They have like all of them, like the base characters.
Those are
They're
cool.
so fun. And then I had my own that came in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Didn't I back that? And it's already out? What?
Yeah. I only had 2 samples. But yes, that was the fun part too, is getting to collect cool pins.
I'll make you small again.
Thank you. That was the number 2, the second one I had. Yeah.
Nice. So you do you guys get the t-shirts?
I had you mean like for
don't they have like a yearly t-shirt?
The Gen Con t-shirts, they have. I mean, it's like a tour shirt, right? It's got 2021 on it and different things. Yeah.
I didn't buy one.
Oh.
I was already getting a bunch of Floodgate shirts, so I didn't feel the need to buy more shirts. And then Third World Studios, who's launching Stuff of Legend, gave me a shirt as well. So I got shirt for like a whole week worth.
Oh, you have that to show too, don't you?
Oh, these ones. The masks. It's a ground mask.
Cool.
And then...
Yeah, those were cool.
So, yeah, they were a very popular item. A lot of people were wearing them. It's cool.
Yeah. Are you selling them at the booth?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Were there a lot of like masks that people were selling at booths?
No.
Some handmade ones from like some of the craft shops that go to Gen Con, I'm sure. But company-wise, no one was selling. We heard.
And when I was over at Thunderworks, I was talking to Keith, and we actually had that discussion about masks because I said, yeah, maybe I should do some for PAX U, and he said, yeah, he's like, we didn't think that, we didn't know if at that point people would still be wearing masks. Like it's one of those where if you thought about it, 6 months ago, you're trying to gauge like, are people still going to be using them, or are we going to be over the the hump? And it's like, so it was kind of a gamble. How can I get it? I'm sure.
Corey, you may know somebody that can hook you up, brother. Don't worry.
And let me ask you this, because I think we were one of the first. I've never seen it before anyway, but so when we came out with Troubles, we had these things, right?
Yes.
And we just gave them away to anybody who came to the booth, whether you tried it or not. Just like, here, have a hat. And then you started seeing Troubles all over the place. Do people do that now? Do you see just paper hats and stuff like that? That's awesome.
Yeah. Cephalofair Games had the like the horns of the one that's on the cover of Frosthaven, like the horns. So you saw those hats everywhere. Yeah,
that's neat. Make people advertise for you.
Day one at the booth, we gave away more than we sold. Like we were trying to give them out maybe free with purchase kind of stuff as a sweetener. But like people would come up or kids would come up and we would just be, would you like a mask? Would you like a mask? For that reason. Like when you fast forward to Saturday, you saw so many people wearing the Sagrada masks. So yeah, it does do that business.
Mm-hmm.
Any bad things about Gen Con to make us feel good about not going?
No. Sorry.
Tell me about it.
No, actually, okay, so well, like, I'm sorry, I just made some noise here. So this was my first Gen Con. I'd never been before, so I didn't have a frame of reference, but I found it was the right amount of people. Everyone was wearing their masks, and like I said to some people, like I found that people were all wearing it properly as well. So I felt safe. Like I'm double vaccinated, so I felt very safe walking around with people having their mask on properly. I had my mask on properly. You didn't feel too crowded. I loved seeing everybody that cosplays. Like I'm not into cosplay as much. Like I like to dress up for Halloween or whatever, but man, some people really go out and it's really cool to see. I would say that probably like 10-15% of the people there have some kind of attire or like accessories. Some people made their like huge weapons out of foam or whatever, and they're carrying that around with the costume, and it was really cool. And some of the decor in the hall as well, like somebody made a massive dragon made out of like balloons that you use for balloon animals.
That balloon guy always makes something awesome every year. I saw
Yeah,
it.
it was a huge blue
pictures.
dragon with the wings out and something like the fire coming out of his mouth. Yeah, it was really cool to see. I guess if you're into like really, really large cons, that one this year, from what people were saying, is that there was a huge area that had nothing. So it was walled off. So the hall wasn't completely square. Like it was a portion that wasn't even open. So it was a bit smaller, but I mean, like I liked it. And yeah, I really didn't get any. There's nothing really negative about it, maybe except for the walk from our booth to the hotel. That's
Oh, long
it's a little
walk.
far, but yeah, it's a little far. But aside from that, like it was fine. Yeah.
So, Mike, you've been to past Gen Cons before. I would say for me to kind of just, walk around and look at everything, if you were to try to do it in a nice, even, take your time thing, maybe 2.5 hours, and that, looking through the whole artist row and everything, how much reduced was all of that area?
So you kind of when you think about the aisles, right? They go from 100 to 2,900 or whatever, 3,600. It was much smaller. The back ends were draped of the convention center, so you didn't notice that it was smaller. But when you went behind the curtain, like you can tell, like things were just reduced. When you think about walking from the entrance to the other side of the hall, and you think about the hordes of people that are lollygagging, that have their backpacks, that don't know where they're going, that are looking at stuff from the middle of the aisle, and you're like waddling down the friggin' aisle like a penguin, right? This weekend to get from aisle 300, which is where Floodgate was, to the complete opposite end of the convention where they had an exhibitor only area where they had tables spaced out. You can take your mask off. There was bathrooms just for exhibitors. You could get there and back in under 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's normally you feel like you're just part of cattle.
Yeah.
Moving along in a slow little.
Yeah. Like literally, when I say you do the Gen Con waddle, you know what that is.
Yeah.
I cannot speak to how long it would take a normal human to walk the hall, because I look at everything. So it takes me a little bit longer to see stuff. But I normally don't see everything. Like I'm the type that doesn't leave the booth. I stay there the entire time. I very rarely even go to the restroom because it's just that busy. And this year it didn't feel that way. I took multiple times like across the way, but basically to go to the bathroom and say hi to people that I haven't seen in almost 2 years, right? But I took Friday and Saturday and I walked every aisle. I don't want to say every aisle. Some aisles were just shit. But but I went to the end and I started walking back to the booth and I stopped at 1200 and I said hi to the 3WS guys for a minute. And I knew I had done that side of the booth or the hall. And then on Saturday I did from 1200 back, which I just remembered. I didn't do anything past Floodgate. I don't think I looked at anything in aisle 100, but we always walked up that way anyway. So, and it didn't take me long. Like I would combined, I would be shocked if it took me 2.5 hours to look at everything. Like not like talking to the guy about the game and you know, asking whatever. Like I would be shocked if it took me close to 2.5 hours to look at all 28 rows or whatever it was.
Cool.
Yeah. It felt like I said earlier, it felt like a busy day at Origins. You still felt like there were people, you never really were backed up where you were getting the stink eye for like explaining a rule to somebody about a game, right? Because they've been waiting for 5 minutes. Like you never felt backlogged and like rushed that you had to get through your demo because people were like, come on. Like it felt like a busy Origins. How you doing? Like, welcome back to gaming. How you been? Kind of stuff, right? And then talk about the game and talk about the designers. And like Daryl was there, so like Daryl signed autographs. Like it was a different Gen Con experience. And if anyone can attribute that to Origins, like if you can think about what it would be like to go around in Origins, that's what it felt like. The aisles weren't busy, and you can actually have a conversation with people.
Cool.
Yeah.
I stopped you before you started, but what you got back there? Anything fun?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Great.
No, because if I grab anything and bring it over, you're going to make me big on the screen again. I'm not doing it.
Well, what if I just made you big on the screen despite that? And now,
at least now we can see. Okay, so what's back there? What did you bring? Oh, Old Tree. Show us Old Tree.
Old Tree. Okay. Of course, the one underneath the hole.
Yeah, yank it real fast. Still be fine. And the flowers are still standing.
Well, I'll start. So the booth that I got the most stuff from was DeVere. For those of you that know DeVere, I got, I don't even know what this one, Luna Capital.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, but it looks beautiful on the table. It's got a tile tower over here. Everything about it looks great.
It's buying games you don't even know.
Nope. Like the DeVere booth had everything I wanted.
I have a teddy bear back there.
I do have a teddy bear back there. Paris is a 2-player only that looks phenomenal with polyominoes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about getting that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen that one a lot.
I've heard a lot of stuff, mostly from Bobby, but I've heard a lot of stuff of Castle Party, Roll and Write.
I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I will.
You really like Roll and Writes, right?
I like Roll and Writes. Bobby loves Roll and Writes. And then the other DeVere thing was Red Cathedral.
Yeah.
Which I've heard really, really good things about.
Cool.
DeVere got I got 4 games from DeVere. I got 2 games from one of QSCon's sponsors, Grand Gamers Guild. I got Chiseled, which sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's like a deck deconstructing. Like you have a deck and you're chiseling away at your deck.
I misread that. Reveal the art within with your deck. Okay, deck. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's a promo in here, sorry.
That was the cool thing that I learned at Gen Con is when you get the promos, if you like slice the plastic just a little bit to slide the promo in there, it doesn't fall and get crinkled.
Oh, nice.
It's something I do to every one of, anytime I get one of these, I'll take my nail and I'll make a little slit over here. And then I take the promo card and I slide it right underneath the plastic. Otherwise, it's on the bottom of your bag and it's crinkled and whatever, right?
I thought that was genius.
I have my moments. They're usually one a month, but
like a broken clock.
And then the other one I got from Grand Gamers Guild was Garinto.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, if you play that, then we can do a review
all
of
have
that too.
I know. I've had enough of you guys talking about this damn game, so I had to get it.
Yeah.
It's good.
What
I
else?
don't think I've ever won it, but it's good.
The 3WS guys got me Charmed and Dangerous and Arcane Academy. Eric Lang and Kevin Wilson. Anyway.
Can we see?
Maybe you knew it. They were a little older.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Wilson is the designer of Stuff of Legend, which hits Kickstarter tomorrow.
Does Eric always put his middle initial in his title?
Yes.
Does he?
I think maybe not Madara. Midgard might only have Eric Lang, but I think everything else is Eric M. Lang.
Interesting. What more you know?
Oh, Charmed and Dangerous.
Copper Frog Games? Why is Corey saying Copper Frog Games?
Oh, Chiseled. It's originally from Copper Frog, but they partnered with Grand Gamers for.
Thank you, Corey.
With the promo.
Genius.
There we go.
Ah.
So Michael Epstein, the designer, is also the publisher of Copper Frog. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun. What is that? Oh,
shiny. Charmed. Huh.
Charmed and Dangerous.
I couldn't see the end because of the
that
shiny.
box is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's fun.
Some of the cards are holographic as well, and then they do a really cool thing with like these character packs or story packs. I forget what they call them. Adventure story pack. I was right.
Are those called holographic? It's got some kind of special name, like I forget what it's called.
I'm calling them holographic. If you want to search it, you can.
I don't.
Okay.
I have some Spider-Man cards that are like that too, but like the original Marvel cards that were holograms, they had different. You can move them and things would do this, Backgrounds would do that.
Yep.
Nice. Those are the ones you're sending me?
No, these are the ones. No.
Yeah, the story packs look good.
I also got Tumbletown and Horrified and Furnace and Cascadia, which you know about. But Old Tree.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So it's a Bowser with Dutre art.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gimme. You haven't opened it yet. That means you can send it to me.
I got in 4 hours ago. How am I gonna? You're such a pain in the ass.
He's so grumpy.
He is grumpy.
That looks cool.
He usually just rolls his eyes at me messing with him.
I'm rolling my eyes right now. You just can't see me.
That looks cool. What is it? Competitive, cooperative?
From what I understand, it is not a copy of, but similar to Ghost Stories.
The new Horrified? Oh, Ghost Stories? So it's a cooperative, hard to beat kind of thing?
I believe so. With more, it seems like it has way more to it, though. So
I've never beaten Ghost Stories.
And yes, Corey, it is the new Horrified, the American Monsters.
Yeah.
Have you played the new one yet? Did you demo it or anything like that? No. I don't mean yours. I saw that they had it for demo and stuff.
No, we're in the booth all day. I was
going to say, I don't know when we would have had time to demo anything.
Lunch. You leave.
I'm very excited about this one.
Meadow.
We talked about it on one of the earlier shows from the gathering, but I'm very excited to get this one to the table.
Cool. Yeah. Made by the people that made Dream Home?
Correct.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, I'm not moving this one, but the new one from Yellow, Khora, Kho with a thing on it, RA, Rise of an Empire. Katia can speak to. I'm not, because silver is on top of it. I'm not doing it.
It's got, I don't know. To me, it's not really my kind of game, but it has like tracks and different, like a culture track, an army track, or whatever. And then, yeah, I don't know. It was explained to me about a month ago, and at the end of the explanation, I was like, yeah, it's not for me. So I didn't really care to retain that information.
Koro with an H.
Khor.
Yeah.
Rise of the. Oh, I've seen this cover.
The art looks amazing.
Yeah, it's too bad you won't take it down.
I'm not
Here
doing
you go. Here you go, dude. You don't have to take it down.
I'm not doing it. I'm getting picture perfect by Arcane Wonders.
I got it. I'm showing it right here.
Good. I'm getting another one. I'm not getting that one.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this one. No. This does look good though. This looks like kind of stuff I would enjoy.
Yep. Well, it's the expert level, right? It's yellow expert. It says on the thing.
What does that even mean?
So it's like, I guess there's 3 levels, right? There's just yellow games, and then there's yellow expert, which are like a level up games, and then they have the Loki series, which are the level down games. Not level down. That makes it sound bad. Just like easier games for younger.
The simpler.
Yeah.
Are you going to show us picture perfect?
Yeah, so this one I'm really excited about. This is Arcane Wonders. Wow, I'm way too close. Sorry. Picture perfect. You're trying to set up a dinner party and then take a picture based on certain restrictions. Like certain people can't be in the picture or something like that.
I saw I think it was Man versus Meeple talking about this.
Yeah.
And you have the clear standees, right? You have the acrylic.
Yeah, so one of the upgrades was the acrylic pack. Also not opened of the characters with the standees.
Yeah, that doesn't do it justice. That looked really cool in person.
It does.
Just putting it out there. It's hard to see. It's hard to see on camera.
It is.
But yeah.
Probably would help if it was presented well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, had he opened the package, then
Right.
But we're not going to force him to do that.
Doesn't help when he's like, man, these candies, these are great, aren't they? Okay.
I
love that he's got the unimpressed look here.
Grumpy.
We're
Grumpy after a con.
Yep. On the other side of what did I get, but I'm not too impressed with, we did play a couple of these during the show.
See, you had time to do stuff.
Well, yeah, like, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night after dinner or during dinner while you're eating pizza right before you're like ready to go drool on yourself in bed. We may have a contender for Katia's least favorite game.
Oh,
I can't even tell you how it I can't even tell you how it plays is how bad that.
Oh, right. The teach was not. It was okay, but you can definitely tell the person that was teaching it was unimpressed with the game. Chris, pop quiz. What is her least favorite game?
Point salad.
Okay, good. This one might beat it.
10. Why does that sound familiar? That's not. Okay, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it wants to be like no thanks, but it's not good.
It made me think of Red 5 at first.
Red 7?
Or Red 7. Yeah.
Red 7 is amazing. I love that game.
Red 5 is Star Wars. You're crossing your geekdom.
Hey, did you notice, by the way, speaking of Star Wars?
Yes, I saw that.
A friend of mine gave me original movie posters and frames. All three of them. The Empire one is back there.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't found a place to hang them up yet, but so just stuck them behind me.
You probably just toss all your board games and put them up behind you.
Yeah, stack them on top of the board games.
But yeah, so that game was not so good. It was way more math than you should ever have to do in a game.
Well, you're also probably tired from a con and all that, right? I mean, no,
it was just
trying to give it some excuses.
Like it just the fun factor was not there.
Have you ever played Dead Man's Draw by Mayday?
No.
It's a great push your luck game with a deck of cards, 10 suits. Each suit has a different action. So on your turn, you take the top deck, you put it into the row. It has an action, and you can perform that action. You must if you can. Maybe you don't have stuff in your row to contribute to the action, but At any point, if you get 2 of the same icon, you bust, cards go away, next person goes. So there's this drawing, push your luck thing to it. And you're trying to get each card, each suit has point value for the suit, and they go from like, I don't know what it is, 2 to 9 or something, 2 to 7. This one, you pull in from the deck in the same manner where you're trying not to bust, but you bust if at any point the cards total are 11 or more. Right? Seems simple. If they were only colored numbered cards. You may draw one of those cards with the black tokens on it. If you do, you minus those tokens from your total that you have already. So for instance, if this is the deck and we're drawing from the deck, the first card I pull is a 1. Great. The total in the row is 1. Then I pull this double black thing, so now the total in the row is -1. Then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to push my luck. And then I draw a 3, so now my total is 2. Like, way too much math in it. But then, like, if you're
not that bad of math.
Huh?
It's not that bad of math.
It's pretty, I mean, I don't know. It was a little too much for it. But the fun part is whenever you draw a wild, where was the wild? I was just looking at wild. Is that a wild? I think it's a wild. Nope, that's a green number. It's in here. But there's a wild. They can be wild numbers or wild colors. If at any point a wild is brought out, the gameplay stops and everyone gets 1 bid at trying to win the wild. Like, there's way too much going on for a simple push your luck game.
What are you
I
bidding?
just felt like it didn't make sense.
Yep.
What are you bidding?
You're bidding tokens.
And the tokens are points?
You can never have more than 10 black tokens. There's no limit to the number of white tokens you can have. But yeah, like there's more to it, but it just.
That's the thing, is that even like for you to say there's more to it, what you've explained is already a lot for a game that seems like it should be something simple and fun and quick. And it's like there's just so many rules to it. I don't know. Yeah. And then what was the super lucky box or mega box or something we played?
It was told to me to be better than silver and gold. And I personally don't believe it, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Another rolling right?
Yeah, it's another Phil Walker Harding, which he did silver and gold, but there are 18 number cards. They number 1 through 9, and there's 2 of each. And in each round, you shuffle out 9 and you play 9. So you flip the card, and then on your card, wow, I hate this. On this, like right now, there's a 7. So you get to take your cards and you get to cross off 1 7.
Corey seems to agree with it.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Tell Bobby that when you get a chance. If you get a row or a column completed, you get a bonus, and it's either like a star for bonus points or moons, which you want to get moons because if you have the most, you get 6 points, but if you have the least, you lose 6 points. And then maybe you get. Why don't I use my other hand, jackass? If you get a number, like
he's even meaner to himself when he's tired.
If I get that top row completed, I get a. Is that a question mark? Yeah, I can do any number. Or if I get the 3, I get to cross off a 3. And apparently it feels really good when you get a whole bunch of these combos going, but I don't know.
That was really funny. Sorry.
It was fun. I don't think it beats silver and gold, but it was fun. It's worth a try.
Yeah. I think Bobby was saying it beats silver and gold because it's a little bit quicker to teach, like a little bit more straightforward than silver and gold. I mean, and there's something he was saying about the palm trees. He didn't like it in silver. I personally like it, but
but I can teach silver and gold. Like you're up and playing it in under a minute.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel it's the same thing with this, but that strategic choice of like when to get the palm trees. Do you wait on the palm tree? I don't know. They have different things. They're basically the same, but they have a little bit different.
What's whirling witchcraft?
I did not get whirling witchcraft. I don't know anything about it.
Me neither.
Well, then there you go.
Should we bring on Corey to explain it?
Yeah, I can pull it up here. Whirling witchcraft. Let's see what we see
Pinpoint.
here. I haven't even seen this box cover.
Nope.
Yeah, AEG. They had it there. I didn't pick it up.
Never
AEG's
seen
been
it.
knocking out some good games lately, but
Well, yeah, because Cascadia was theirs. I mean, with Flat Out. AG and Flat Out games, so I don't know who actually put it out first, but
was
Yeah.
it I think it was flat out on Kickstarter though, right?
it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Interesting though.
Mm.
Oh, that's why I was asking. He says,
Oh, it was part of it with 10. Yep. I'm going to wait to explain that game I just had up, Pinpoint, because we're gonna play it. If not next week, the week after. Maybe the week after. Probably next week.
"Oh, play it on this show."
Yeah, I think it's playable with one copy, as long as you have a writing utensil. We just need to make sure we have an even number of players. So if we can get a guest on next week, or the week after, maybe Mike. I think Mike said he might come on next week, depending on how chaotic the next couple of days go.
Cool.
The game's got 3 different modules, 3 different ways to play. The one that we played, whenever night it was actually pretty fun.
I thought for an instant there that there was a new expansion for Monstrosity, but it was just the one we already have.
No, there's a new one.
No, there's a
Is
new
there?
game that's coming out. It's with robots instead of monsters.
Okay, it's not even. Oh, what's it called?
It's the partnership with Shut Up and Sit Down.
What's it called though?
Monstrosity robots? I don't know.
It's not on BGG under Monstrosity, so it must be something else.
I can't
Roll
remember.
Monstrosity or I don't know.
I saw it a couple times on Twitter by the designer. He posted about it, but I don't remember what it's called.
Did you see the new Azul Queen's Garden? You didn't get that, Mike?
Look at him try not to laugh. You see him immediately say, I think if you go back and watch it, I think he started smirking before the end of that sentence.
I don't know why you hate Azul so much.
I'm not a fan.
When,
There are 4
I'm
different
not gonna
games.
lie.
right?
When people were coming up in the booth and telling me that Sagrada is like Azul, I was like, no.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like Azul. I
It's not
don't
like
think they
Azul.
need to be compared at all.
No. And
People compare them. They compare
and
them.
as soon
Compare
as
photosynthesis with Bosk. They're like, oh, that's just like photosynthesis. Well, it's not. I mean,
no, it has
both
trees.
have
but-
cardboard trees. I mean, that's fine. They both come in a cardboard box. Okay, they're similar games. And that's like saying every dice game is the same because they have dice. Like
Yeah, these are all basically like Scythe.
all the same. Yeah, they're all like Twilight Imperium. Every game behind you. You should just reduce your entire collection to one game because they're all the same.
All you need is one game. No, but I mean, the 4 different Azuls now all play very differently. So you might like one if you don't like the other. Just saying, give it a chance.
Yep.
I'm trying to see what else they had out there. You talked about Splendid Veil, right?
That's coming to Kickstarter.
Or did you?
Wait, Artisans?
Oh no, you didn't talk about that. I was talking about that to someone else.
No, that's on Kickstarter. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
or it is coming to Kickstarter. No, I think it's
Coming-
already on.
I think it's coming next week.
Wait, I'm losing track of the schedule, but yes.
I'm trying to see what's on the hotness to see if it.
Well, we're
appears.
gonna have a giveaway for it, so I'm pretty sure it's coming.
There's only one game coming out tomorrow. It's The Stuff of Legend by 3WS.
Did Fantasy Flight have anything good? Did you see Outer Rim?
Have you been living under a
expansions?
rock? Fantasy
I'm trying to
Flight.
get you to talk about it.
Fantasy Flight wasn't there.
Oh, are they not?
No, Asmodee was just you're not allowed to go to conventions.
Oh wow,
For people. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was all of Asmodee.
Well, the funny thing is, apparently, it's just whatever. But all of Fantasy Flight games, even the new stuff, was still available at like one of the shops things. So I don't know what was going on, but like Ankh was there, Unfathomable was there.
Okay, well then at one of those booths, did you see anything about the Outer Rim expansion?
No.
Did you
Is
hear
that-
about it? Did
Are
you
you
hear
gonna-
about it?
No, are you gonna share a picture or something?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's killer.
That's all they've done is show this picture.
Is that Dengar?
Yeah.
Huh.
Dengar talking to probably Prince Sizer.
It looks like, yeah, from Shadows, right?
Yeah. That's what I would guess anyway. He might just be talking to someone from the Black Sun, but you know.
Interesting. That's cool. I'm glad they're putting out more content for that one.
Dengar's the only bounty hunter I'm missing in all the bounty hunters available for Star Wars toys, but they're re-releasing them, so I'll have him soon. Be part of my collection. But yeah,
Did you have the list there of stuff that was at Gencon?
no, it's just the hotness. So I expected a lot of it would be there. That's why I was kind of going through it. See Onk and Arnak.
Well,
Kurt,
can you share your screen so we
Oh,
can?
sure.
Yeah, that might be a more.
Verdant.
Didn't see it.
No,
Didn't see
isn't that's on Kickstarter?
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, some of this is just going to be on Kickstarter, right? Unfathomable.
I know they had Spill set up.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
had
Kurt
Spill
and-
set up.
and
I tried
had
I
that
tried
up.
to stop by and it was really busy, so good for them. But
That's running right now, right? Still.
yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, I think. Oh yeah, these are all crowdfunding countdown right here. So, what about Seven Wonders Architects? Did you see that?
Nope. Asmodee.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been another booth or something, right?
I mean, I didn't see it. Onk was there. I saw that because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's been out for a little bit though, right?
Hmm.
At least a month or so.
They announced an expansion or a character pack or whatever the hell they're going to start calling them for Descent.
For Descent.
Mm.
Oh, the big blue box.
Mhm.
There's Cascadia.
Mm-hmm.
Mythic.
Oh, and they had the sorry, that just triggered. I stopped at Pandasaurus Games, and I was looking at that Umbra. Is it Umbra Via?
Umbravia.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I asked them. I said, "So how does it play?" And nobody there really knew how it played because I guess the game was not supposed to be shipped to Gencon. So they had a stack of it, but nobody was really taught like how to demo it. So, I mean, I got a little bit of gist, but I was a little bit worried about the bidding system. If you play it at 2-player, I don't know how good that is. So, and nobody could really tell me. So, I mean, I wanted to buy it, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, if nobody can really, it's unfortunate, but.
The designer of it, Connor Wake.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the Floodgate Discord. If you ever see him on, just give him a.
Well, okay, yeah.
He's an awesome dude. He's got a game with us that's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, and I'm not going to say anything else about it because I might get in trouble. But it's pretty awesome. He's a really good designer.
Just contact them and say, "Sell me your game."
Mm-hmm.
Kidding.
Well,
Don't do that.
They were liquidating it too. Like it was only $20, so I almost bought it. I mean, the components alone for me. Hello. But yeah, I ended up passing up on it. I'm probably going to regret it. Oh, well.
You should contact all the publishers before a show like that and tell them to bring all of their excess stuff so that you can just collect it all up.
That's a lot to contact, but I did get some from Third World Studios. They gave me some red gems and some black pieces that are really unique looking. So
I could give you so many space carrots.
yeah, it's okay. I'm joking, but yeah.
All right, they're right here.
Anytime you make games, you're gonna have excess.
Yes.
What are you getting?
Oh, I got the wrong one.
Oh, we're gonna have to put you in the big chair again.
Where are the?
You're going to show something.
Why don't I have the black pieces in the box? Oh, because they're in the. A dick. Hold on. They're in the advanced. I'm not even gonna try it. It's a promo box of stuff for Arcane Academy. Come on, get me out of there.
You're about to show something.
Oh my God, I hate your face.
Well, luckily it's reduced.
So they have.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Big old gems like they have in diamonds. Or is it diamonds? What's the
Cristello? Cristello has those big ones.
The one by Mike Fitzgerald.
I was thinking the one that's done by Stronghold Games.
The trick taking game by Mike Fitzgerald, Diamonds.
Yeah, it's called Diamonds, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
Those are fun, yeah. So I have like 2 full bags, like.
That's fun. And what game is that from?
It's the expansion box to Arcane Academy.
Oh, okay.
Limited to 500, and they had some left from Gencon 50.
Huh. That's the last Gencon I went to.
There you
go. I think. Wait, was that 2017 or 18?
Gencon 50, I think it was 18, 19.
That might not have been the last one I went to. I know it was 2000. Was it 2018? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure now. We're just gonna leave it like this then. Nice big image.
I'm not doing
it. Hey, you're grumpy after a con.
Lack of sleep.
All right. Well,
it's actually a completely different feeling. If you think back to the gathering, I was exhausted on Monday from the lack of sleep, but it was a different exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one is like you're talking to people from basically 10 to 6. You're on your feet, you're moving around, you're around a lot of people. You're doing the same thing over and over, unless you're changing booths or getting back to like, going from Sagrada to Holy or to Vivid and changing it up. You're doing the same pitch. And people, it's funny, people apologize. Like they'll catch you right at the end when you're like doing your last turn and then doing the scoring, and then they'll come up, I'm really sorry, can you do that again?
Yeah.
And it run right, like that's what we're there for, but it's fun that they apologize for it.
Yeah, I had a couple of those happen on the last day, and they're like, so I cut the tail end of that. Do you mind? It's like, yep. Yeah, exactly that. That's why we're here. But yeah.
Whenever you're like you mean like whenever you're giving them instructions, like you're teaching the game?
Yeah, like you have a couple people around, and then you're like 3/4 of the way done, and you see somebody else walking over and then stopping and kind of looking. And so they'll catch just the tail end of your explanation, and then you got to repeat the whole thing because they showed up a bit later, but it is what it is. Yeah, for me, I just found this con overall draining, just from like mentally drained from having to like memorize these sort of pitches, and tweaking them as you go. Like, and then just standing on your feet for that long. Like, I don't know when's the last time I did that. So.
We had a really good booth with the foam and then the carpet over the foam. And I think Katia said it right. You're constantly reiterating your pitch, right? The first couple are just piles of trash. You don't know how to approach. You started with the end game. You're like, I don't know what's going. The coffee hasn't set in. Then you get into this rhythm and you realize like, oh, that hit, like that was good. That really, people understood that. And then you try and like refine that approach, and then the hall closes at 6. And then it's like the next day you're just, functionally dumb for the first hour. You have no idea what you're talking about anymore. You're trying to catch the excitement of what you were doing last night. And then you get into this rhythm again of like, oh yeah, I remember this is how I was doing it. I started with this thing
I remember I caught somebody on the first day before I went to my booth, I was walking around, and it was basically before they let everybody in, right? And somebody said, "Hey, you want to know what this is?" I was like, "Oh, you're going to start pitching before you even need to." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he started going, and he was just all over the place, mixed up. He even stopped in the middle and just went, "I'm sorry, man. Not really sure." I was like, "It's cool. I'm going to be doing this too. I understand. You're warming up and stuff. Don't feel bad." And he was like, "Whoo, like, okay, good." And I let him like start over, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, now I'm getting into it." I was like, "Yeah." So yeah, everybody has to like get into the mode, right?
It definitely.
You get yourself into that loop of like calling things by different names, and you just make fun of yourself. You're like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's not what this is. Like, hold on.
Why is Matt saying piles of trash?
No, when he was talking about your first couple pitches are like piles of trash. Yeah, I found for me like after because you get so busy and you forget to eat at some point, like it just became like so jumbled. And then you're explaining the game to somebody and you're trying to remember, did I explain this part? And then you're like, or was that the person before? And then you get in your head and it all falls apart. And so
it's
I
like
had it happen on the first day because I didn't eat for a while. And I was like, okay, I really need some food because like my brain's not working anymore.
It's like you can feel yourself standing next to you going, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you should just shut up now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I stopped myself before going, "Sorry, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Let me start over."
Yeah, that's exactly it. You just start to second guess yourself, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm not sure if I got to this part," and then your order gets out of whack, and the other thing too is when you come back to the table that you were demoing and stuff is not set up the way that you had it. Oh, that throws you off. Somebody will walk over and you're like half panicking. You're like, wait, but it's not set up the way I like. So now I can't start quite yet, but like you have to because they're waiting for you. So as you're starting the pitch, you're like trying to adjust the pieces so that it flows with the way that you have it, set up. Oh my gosh, like it was a little bit stressful at times, but
were the designers around?
Like Daryl showed up for a bit, but I think that's all. Yeah. I mean, was Erica even there? I mean, yeah. And Adrian wasn't there, and then Julio I don't think was there either. So, and Vivid,
Dunstan and Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't know.
When we were demoing Troubles, we had 4 tables going. So we had 2, I think they were Envoy people doing the other tables. And I was taking a break. I was like drinking some water, and I heard one of them who had just stepped up, and he was in that mindset, the fumbling and stuff. And I kind of like stood next to him, and I could see his panic in his eyes. He kind of like looked at me because he knew that I was the designer. He looked at me. It was like, help kind of look, and I just took the rule book, which was sitting there, and I flipped it open. And I'm like, here's a teaching guide. And he just went and just started going. I was like, oh, good. Yeah. And it's so helpful to have something like that, even if it's not on the rule book. Mm-hmm. And then since then, I've written my own little teaching guides to stuff that I'm going to be demoing, even if it's not if it's not my stuff, right? And it's really helpful to write down that structure ahead of time, and it gets you like just follow that kind of thing.
So did you guys have booths? So when you were demoing your game, was that like in a demo hall, or did you have tables in your booth that people were sitting at and playing there?
We were doing both. We Breaking Games had a 30 by 30 booth, and we had 4 tables there that you could sit down and demo the game. And then in the demo, the other hall, what do they call it? They had it like laid out in several other. Yeah.
And so did you let people play the full game when they were in your booth?
What I did was I cut the deck in half, basically. And I told them this is a quick version of the game. Okay. But yeah, they played. We had 4 going. So I would end up usually with about 4 or 5 players. Erin would always have 7 players at her table, which was crazy. But, it plays up to 7. So, and, you get 7 people playing like that pretty quickly. So, yeah, we got it down to about 60 seconds to teach the whole game.
That's pretty good.
The best part was watching kids kick their own parents' butts at stuff.
Yeah.
So,
You just say butts?
butts. Well, kids. You're talking about kids. You say butts.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, I was
Oh. Yeah.
oh,
Have you any of you
Died?
baptized? I've heard about it. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
Um,
From that, I'm trying to think what else was like the big.
I see both of you have some kind of purple dwarf behind you.
Oh, it's the jester from Stuff of Legend.
Purple dwarf?
Oh, is it?
Oh my God.
Okay. It looks thicker than the jester. It's you've. Oh, okay.
Here.
Actually, standing in front is Mando holding the child.
Oh, is it?
It is.
But yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Is that
Ain't
going to
it
be in the
cute?
Kickstarter too?
It might be an add-on.
What about the teddy bear? Is that just a random teddy bear, or is that from the actual
Limited,
Oh, wow.
limited edition.
Very cool.
Max from the game. He's going to take the place of me today, so he's going to talk instead of me.
Did you get the trader version? Is he the trader?
Oh.
All right. Why don't we cut it a little bit short tonight so that you guys can rest up? And next week we can do some games. That game you were talking about, right?
Yeah, Pinpoint.
Get ourselves some people to play some games, have fun, relax.
Maybe some of these will be open.
That'd be
No,
good.
those aren't going to be open.
They might. I got game night tomorrow, so
Come on now.
Well, I'm gonna open all of mine because that's what I do.
Well, yeah. You're going to open your games. You're going to play your games. You know, you're not Mike.
No. Well, I haven't played in a while, in all fairness. So I think he's played more games than I have in the past little while.
Oh, Matt, you worked on Pinpoint?
I mean, you can throw a dart back there and probably hit something Matt's worked on at this point.
Legit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got Vivid up back there.
I'll agree with that.
All right, cool. Anything else you guys want to add about Gen Con this last week? What you want to do next week?
I'm hoping that Michael from 3WS will come on and talk about a few things about Stuff of Legend.
Yeah, because are they launching tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. September. So for future viewers, September 21st, 9 o'clock in the morning. The Stuff of Legend. This guy right here. Nope. Okay.
That one. Yeah.
Will be on Kickstarter starting tomorrow.
Very cool. Yeah, maybe.
I'm
we'll
sure
have
he'll
him
play
on.
games with us if we keep him the whole show.
Yeah, depends on how busy he is.
Right.
I know how busy Kickstarters can be, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys too tired to run over to Discord after the show?
No.
No, I can go for a bit.
Good.
Maybe we'll talk about some of the bad shit about Gen Con.
Oh, so there's a good reason to meet us on our Discord. The link is in our description, I believe, and we'll be in the Bat Cave, the audio channel there. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Next time, you should come to the conventions with us because it's really fun. Just saying.
Yeah, but then I don't get to be here all sad that I'm not at the conventions.
Yeah, with your little Millhouse throwing a frisbee to himself.
Oh, that was funny.
It's kind of quiet and sad when you guys are all gone.
It's been a crazy month, right? With the 2 weeks of the gathering, well, week and a half of the gathering, and then
Oh, and then you have Origins.
Origin,
Right
2 weeks, yeah. Oh, yeah, in 2 weeks I'll be able to talk about the difference between a reduced Gen Con feeling like a full Origins and then what a reduced Origins will look like. So
I mean, I did have plans to play our game while you were gone, but it
Don't
wasn't
even.
updated.
don't even.
It's only been like a month or so.
I have fully intend on working on it. It's just absolute bonkers.
Yeah, I understand. That's fine. I started a new design in my head a couple days ago anyway.
Perfect. You know you can go on Tabletopia and
For
do.
a different game.
Don't you have the Tabletopia sign-ons?
Not yours, no.
That I gave you that to purposefully go in there and do it when I wasn't doing it.
No, should have grabbed it from you. But anyway, all right. Thanks for watching. Come to Discord and listen to all the fun stuff that apparently doesn't make it onto our public show.
Yep.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Gotta hit the right button.